A cerebral palsy patient, Samuel Acquah, makes a living by operating a poultry farm of about 1,053 birds. Now, for today's episode of Food Chain, we meet Sammy, who has been practicing poultry farming for 10 years now.
This is Samuel Acquah, a 28-year-old energetic man who goes about his daily chores with ease. From afar, one cannot tell his health condition. Yes, Sammy, as he is affectionately called, has speech impairment because he was diagnosed of cerebral palsy. The disease is caused by brain injury that occurs during pregnancy or at birth, which often result in permanent movement of parts of the body and disorders. Before we understand how he manages this farm, let's get to meet his mother, understand his childhood, and how he harnessed this farming dream.
My name is Margaret. I'm Samuel's mother. He was delivered via a cesarean section.
Mrs. Margaret Acquah explains her expectations when she discovered she was pregnant with a child.
When I recovered from the operation, I heard a shrill cry, which indicates that the baby has a problem.
At age 18, Mrs. Acquah realized her son's love for poultry, so she helped him start a farm.
They have school farm where they have birds, so I think he developed interest there. So anytime he's watching television, he will tell me, "Mommy, come and see Acquah, Acquah, Acquah." It's always Acquah. Everything about him is Acquah. So I started with some small birds, about 50 of them. And each time I go there, he was always there. And sometimes he'll be talking to them.
Prayer starts his farm routine. He feeds and checks on the chicks first. Okay, so he's trying to tell me how he keeps records of everything that happens in this particular room. And on the door here is a record sheet that the times to put in water, mortality rate of the chicks, their weight and their feed quantity, all written up here. He tells me how they are going to eat the feed he has put in the bowls for the chicks to eat, and the water. He's pretty much excited about how the chicks are growing. He continues to the other pens to check on the older ones. And collects the eggs that have been laid. About 80% of his poultry birds are layers. Sammy has employed people who helps him in his farm. Sammy's goal is to expand his farm, increase the birds, and employ more people.
He was trying to say that he wants to expand the farm so that he'll get more birds and more eggs. And he says he'll use some of the money to buy feed for the birds and the rest for his upkeep.
From revenue from his first farm, Sammy has been able to put up this structure where he sells the egg and does business. His mother is very proud of him.
I would advise parents out there who have children with cerebral palsy, it's not that all is not lost. You know, they still have some potentials that when you stimulate them, it will come out. Let's support them.
My name is Prince Appiah, reporting.
That was a full chain there telling very much impressive story about the gentleman who lives with cerebral palsy venturing into the poultry sector. Very much of a motivation out there to many of us.